Hi, we are from group number 1 and this is our group member. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Faris Ali. My student ID is 2024274206. Today I will be presenting the first part of our research entitled Information Governance in Public Sector, Enhancing Accountability, Security and Efficient Record Management. So, information is one of the most valuable assets in any organization, especially in the public sector. Government agencies depend on the accurate, secure, and accessible information to make decisions, develop policy, deliver public service, and maintaining the accountability. However, with the rapid growth of digital information and electronic record, managing information has become increasingly challenging. Public sector organizations face risks such as cyber attack, data breaches, record mismanagement, and non-compliance with a regulation. Therefore, effective information governance is essential to ensure that information is managed properly, protected throughout its life cycle, and used responsibly to improve transparency, efficiency, and public trust. We go to the next slide. The objectives of this study are divided into three main areas. So, the first objective is to understand the concept and importance of information governance in public sector organizations. The second objective is to examine how information security governance helps protect public sector information assets and records from potential risks and threats. Finally, the third one, the objective is to explore the challenges faced by public sector agencies in implementing and maintaining effective information governance practice. These objectives provide the foundation for understanding how government organizations can improve their information management and security practice. So we continue to the slide number 3. Based on this objective, the study addressed three research questions. So, the first question is, what is the concept of information governance in public sector organization? The second question is, how does information security governance protect public sector information, assets, and records? The third question is, what are the challenges do public sector agencies face in implementing effectiveness information governance practice? So, this question guide the literature review and help identify the key findings and discuss later in this presentation. Now, let's move on the concept of information governance. So, information governance is a framework of the policy, processes, standards, and controls that manage information throughout its entire life cycle, from the creation and storage to sharing, retention, and disposal. Its purpose is to ensure that information remains accurate, secure, accessible, and compliant with legal and organizational requirements. But in the public sector, information governance plays an important role in the supporting accountability, transparency, and effective decision making. It also helps government agencies protect sensitive information, improve record management, and strengthen public confidence in government service. In short, effective information governance enables organizations to manage information responsibly while reducing operational and security risks. Thank you. That is my presentation. I will now hand over to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Fadhlin Sakina. I would like to explain about research methodology. For this research, we use document analysis as our research method. We collect information from existing sources such as journal books, government reports, and trusted websites. This method was chosen because it is reliable, cost-effective, and helps us understand previous studies as well as current practices. After collecting the document, we analyzed the information, identified the main theme and issues, and summarized the finding. Overall, this research helped us understand information governance in the public sector, identify challenges and best practices, and suggest ways to improve accountability and public services. Our Literature review begins with two main concepts, which are information governance and the public sectors. Information governance is the process of managing information throughout the life cycle to ensure it is accurate, secure, and accessible. This support better decision making within the organization. Meanwhile, the public sector refers to government organizations such as ministries, government agencies, and statutory bodies that provide important services like education, healthcare, and public safety. The literature also highlights three important benefits of information governance. First is accountability, which improves transparency and ensures organizations are responsible for the decision. Second is security, which protect information from unauthorized access, cyber threat, and data loss while safeguarding citizen privacy. Lastly, efficient record management ensure records are properly organized, easy to retrieve, and available whenever needed for audit, legal purpose, and decision making. Next, we move to introduction to information of governance. Information governance is important because it helps government organization manage information in a secure and systematic way. It ensures information remains accurate, secure, and accessible while reducing legal and operational risk. At the same time, it supports transparency, accountability, and compliance with law and policies. As a result, organizations can improve decision making, protect public information, provide better public services, and build public trust. Finally, we move to key components of information governance. Information governance consists of several key components, including governance and management, information security, records management and risk management, compliance, leadership support, and technology and infrastructure. Governance focuses on planning and setting policies, while management ensures these policies are implemented in daily operation. Together, they improve accountability, reduce cyber risk, and stringent record management. In addition, technologies such as electronic record management system or ERMS help organizations store and manage digital record more efficiently.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Next, I will explain the information governance framework used to support effective information governance in the public sector. The first framework is ISO/IEC 27001. It is an international standard for information security management system or ISMS. This framework helps organizations protect the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information while reducing cybersecurity risks. The second framework is GDPR, which stands for General Data Protection Regulation. GDPR focuses on protecting personal data and privacy by ensuring that information is collected, processed, and stored responsibly. The third framework is the NIS Directive. This cybersecurity framework helps strengthen network and information system security, supports incident response, and improve risk management in critical sectors. Together, these frameworks provide guidelines that help public sector organizations manage information securely and effectively. This slide highlights the importance of information governance in the public sector. First, it improves accountability and transparency by ensuring the information is managed responsibly, which helps build public trust. Second, it is support regulatory compliance by ensuring that organizations follow relevant laws, policies, and standards. Third, effective records management makes records easier to store, access, and maintain throughout their life cycle. Information governance also strengthens information security by protecting sensitive information from cyber threats and data breaches. In addition, it supports better decision making because government agencies can rely on accurate and reliable information. Lastly, it supports digital transformation by enabling secure and efficient digital government services. Information security governance plays an important role in protecting public sector information assets and records. It begins with risk management, which helps organizations identify and reduce potential security threats. Security policies establish clear rules and guidelines for handling information securely. Access control ensures that only authorized individuals can access sensitive information. Data protection safeguards information from loss, theft, misuse, and unauthorized disclosure. Compliance monitoring helps organizations follow security standards and regulations. As a result, effective information security governance helps maintain public trust and confidence in government digital services. This diagram shows how different frameworks support information security governance. ISO 27001 focuses on information security, GDPR focuses on data protection, and the NIS directive focuses on cybersecurity. These three frameworks work together to strengthen information governance within public sector organizations. By implementing these frameworks, organizations can improve security, ensure compliance with regulations, and enhance public trust in governance services. That is all for my part. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jareeza John, and in this part, I talk about the challenges faced by public sector agencies in implementing effective information governance practices. So the first issue that public sector organizations experience related to the poor governance structures and management processes. This happens since good information governance necessitates proper leadership and accountability. So when public sector agencies rely on poor governance, it becomes more difficult to distribute responsibilities, thus leading to the inefficient decision-making processes. So all structural fragmentation would lead to the inability of agency to create unified policies regarding data security, which is the result in vulnerability of critical information. And the second of the challenges faced by public sector is weak cybersecurity awareness and cultures. It means that fake cybersecurity strategy can be only as good as its weakness point, which is usually is a person. So low cybersecurity awareness and lack of training of the staff, employee, and they cannot identify basic risks such as phishing or social engineering. So the absence of a strong culture security deters simple mistake of employees, for instance, poor stock management or file handling into the serious problems. Another challenge that public sector organizations have to deal with establishing practices of information governance is involved with a weak risk assessment and audit practices. The reason for it stems from the fact that a preventive approach requires a proper identification of risks beforehand. So, when the practice of risk assessment and audit or compliance is not solid enough, it's become more impossible for an agency to see where they need improvement. As a result, a problem becomes evident only after a data leak or a system failure occurs. So the last challenges faced by public sector in implementing effective information governance practices is the amount of data that needs to be handled and secured. The issue arises from the fact that digital data increase exponentially and creates significant logistical issues. So in order to handle all this sensitive information, agency need to capture and secure and store it. However, Without proper information governance, the classification of data becomes more difficult and can make the causing of information overload and high chances of data breach. For the findings summary, we can see that the information governance for the IG is essential for public sector organization because it is provide a structured framework for managing information throughout its life cycle. And that effective information governance also improve accountability, transparency, regulatory compliance, and decision making by ensuring that government information is accurate, secure, and accessible. Other than that, this IG also support better record management and helps maintain public trust by protecting sensitive information. Through the risk management, security policies and international recognized standards such as ISO, IEC 27001, GDPR, and the NIS directive, organizations can reduce cyber threats, prevent unauthorized access, ensure data confidentiality, integrity, and available, and strengthen the security of digital government service. And so, information security governance plays a critical role in protecting public sector information assets and reports. However, in this article or in this case study, they identify several challenges that hinder effective information government implementation in the public sector. These include weak governance structures, limited financial resources, shortage of skilled personnel, low cybersecurity awareness, outdated technology, ineffective risk assessment, and poor coordination with department. So, this challenge can increase the risk of data breach, inconsistent information management, and reduce organizational efficiency. So the findings suggest that government should strengthen leadership commitment, improve staff training, modernize the technology infrastructure, and enhance collaboration to create a more effective and secure information governance frameworks. And so to sum up all of this article, this case study, information governance play a vital role in ensuring the effective management, protection, and use of information in government organization. Other than that, it's support accountability, transparency, operational efficiency, and compliance by managing the entire information lifecycle. Strong information security government also can help to protect the sensitive government data from cyber threats, ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information while maintaining public trust in government services. So, for the recommendation part, to strengthen information governance, public sector organizations should improve their leadership commitment, provide the continuous employee training and cybersecurity awareness, invest in modern technology, and enhance collaboration across departments. So, in addition, implementing effective risk management practices and regular reviewing governance framework can improve the organizational resilience. So, in the future research, they should also explore the emerging technologies and innovative governance model to support the digital transformation, enhance information governance in the public sector. Thank you.